Have you ever looked around and felt like everyone else has someone? Someone to text when they're bored, someone to laugh with, someone who understands them. And then there's you. You open your phone. No messages. No notifications. No one asking how your day was. And after a while, a painful question appears in your mind. Why don't I have any friends? Most people think the answer is simple. Maybe you're shy. Maybe you're awkward. Maybe people just don't like you. But psychology tells a different story. The truth is, many people without friends aren't bad at socializing. They've simply learned to protect themselves. Imagine a child who gets ignored, rejected, or constantly judged. Over time, their brain learns something important. Getting close to people is risky. Years later, that child becomes an adult. They want friendship. They crave connection. But every time they have a chance to get close to someone, fear quietly whispers, "What if they reject you?" So they stay silent. Not because they don't care, but because they care too much. This creates a painful cycle. The lonelier you become, the harder it feels to talk to people. And the harder it feels to talk to people, the lonelier you become. Psychologists call this a self-reinforcing loop. The brain starts treating social situations like danger. Your heart beats faster. You overthink every word. You replay conversations for hours. And eventually, staying alone starts feeling safer than taking a risk. But here's the strange part. Humans are not designed to be alone. Our brains are wired for connection. In fact, studies show that loneliness can affect the brain in ways similar to physical pain. That's why being ignored can hurt so much. Your brain experiences it as a real threat. Think about a plant. If a plant doesn't get sunlight, it doesn't instantly die. It slowly begins to wilt. Humans are similar. Friendship is emotional sunlight. Without it, people can slowly lose confidence, motivation, and even hope. But if this describes you, there's something important you need to hear. Having no friends does not mean there is something wrong with you. It doesn't mean you're unlovable. It doesn't mean you'll be alone forever. Sometimes it simply means you've been hurt, disappointed, or isolated for too long. And healing starts with one small step. A simple conversation. A message. A smile. A chance to let someone know you exist. Because friendship doesn't usually appear overnight. It begins with tiny moments of courage. And maybe, just maybe, there are people out there feeling exactly the same way you are. Waiting for someone to make the first move. Maybe that someone can be you.